Okay, we are live. It's a scrim, y'all, and I'm not the one scrimming. Crazy. Alright. Let me do myself a favor and go ahead and get things set up. Alright, so this will be something different. This will be something new. I'm gonna try my best to analyze and just give my thoughts on things that are going on in the map. It's gonna be very low production. I don't know. The highest production thing is this thing right here. That's about it. That's gonna be the highest production. Everything else is too bad, too sad. We're getting started though a lot faster than I would have hoped. So I don't know why. I can't. Oh, there we go. All right. This is a fairly standard comp from the pickup side, but the other side is not so standard. So we have the bow, which Bronze has been playing a lot. You'll probably see that more often. Brock's on that arrow spray. This is looking like they're gonna kind of stall. I'm pretty sure that's what the comp they're going for. They're gonna stall. And Pico's actually playing 52. I'm not too familiar with Pico, but I'm pretty sure that's not like what he plays normally. We'll see. Okay, so far it's a pretty standard synergy versus unsynergy type of thing going on here. How do I... Wait, did they change how to... Do they not have the... Oh, there we go. How do I work this with a freak? I'm gonna have to look at the controls in a minute. Okay. We'll just do this for now. Okay. Smiley's going on for a flank. That should not have happened. Someone should have called him out. Okay, interesting. So here, Brock's playing it smart by sharking. He's sharking a little too far back. Nobody's actually pushing up. Wow. They had 2 down, and the other 2 were coming from spawn, so they could have taken some ground if... I think it was both Froppy and Fuchsia that were alive, so if they pushed together, then they could have taken ground. If it was Eris, then I understand why they didn't, but I honestly wasn't paying attention. Brock's going in alone, but Bronze is able to pick off Smiley somehow. So that's kind of working in LTK's favor. They really need to play this left side really well. The pickup does. They're really stalling it. Holy crap. Bronze is really controlling everything because he's up top. Eris needs to take a more high ground position, but it doesn't look like they are. Yeah. They're gonna have a bunch of specials to push with this, but Fuchsia actually able to get that pick. That's actually kind of huge. Let's see if Pika and Brock are able to do anything. Not really. Desperation, booyah. Interesting. So Eris did not go with my my suggestion on the top part, being top mid, but they still picked up the win. So I don't know. They can get this one. Okay. Once I figure out what map it is, I'll pull it up and throw it on the good old MS Paint. Can I see all the players? I can. That's weird. I can see every single player on here. That is really weird. So I can see what... Never mind, I can't see what they're playing. Alright, what are they using? Mako Mart. That's not on here, is it? Nope. Alright, we're gonna use old Splatoon 2 map. Yeah, we're just gonna... What is this TC? Hold up. Let me use the TC one. Alright, let's get this up here. How's that look? I don't know. I'll see you here in a second. Alright, so... in this map, if you have a charger, your charger's gonna generally be around like this area or this area. That means for LTK, let's say they're orange. That's a terrible color to pick. Let's say they're blue. They want someone to come here. That's hard to see. Hold up. I'll undo that. They want someone to come here, or they want probably bronze here if he's sticking with bow. So if Eris is going to be either here or here, then the pickup... Gosh darn it, it happens all too fast. Anyway, the pickup needs to make sure that that they're in front of Eris, and LTK needs to try and push Eris as fast as possible, so then they can start getting picks from afar. And also, no bow. Bronze went with the range blaster. Interesting. Okay. This is a very interesting start because nobody painted, so no one's gonna have specials. This is a raw dog fight right here. And that's why I would have wanted to take out Eris as fast as possible. So Eris just picked off 2 people right there. So it moves it back to neutral. And LTK is fighting without specials a lot. I mean, Rock and Bronze, ooh, yeah. If they had at least one special to fight with that, Brock and Bronze would have been able to, if nothing else, stay alive. Alright, Frog over here taking the 2v1, able to actually clean it. I think Smiley might have helped with a Fizzy. Let me see, how do I... Okay, we'll do this, I guess. Since I actually forgot how to work the cam. Okay, now that's too distracting. We'll just keep it like this. Yeah, the pickup's doing super well because Eris is able to kind of sit back and snipe people from afar. Like those 2 picks right there, holy crap, that's crazy. So I like what Brox is doing and playing around Eris's range. Or I guess lack of range. So basically playing in the blind spot of the charger. Although he's playing alone right now, so Brock isn't going to get any help in this fight. Okay, his teammates came back up, but someone still died. 2 people died to that. Ugh. Pico got a nice pick there. That honestly shouldn't have happened. But that'll keep this game going. Early usage of Whale, but it helps disorient the other team as LTK makes it back in. Let's see, Bronze is getting pushed hard here. I don't even know. Yeah, he knows Frog's there. I don't know if Pico does. Doesn't matter. They still get the pick. Brock's going in. Holy crap. That was a good smoke with the Booyah Bomb. Oh, Fuchsia does clean though. So that literally makes this entire LTK push worthless. Okay. A lot of purple is on the left side of the map, which really... or on LTK's side of the map, which really shouldn't be. That's the biggest thing that I'm seeing, is just they're not painting well. And it's not that their comp doesn't paint, it's they're just not painting. They're taking a lot of fights. Okay, Brock gets that kill, but he needs to get out of there for Fuchsia or Smiley come and gets him. Oh no! The mist and the booyah! That's unfortunate. Bronze is in La La Land up north. Oh, and Airs took him out of that. That's okay. Yeah, so they need to take this moment to... I don't know why Smiley jumped in, but he's gonna die, yeah. So this gives LTK a chance to push. What they need to do is they need to paint up right stack and take it as soon as possible, pressuring Eris when they can. Okay. Nice trade by Pico. Let's see, Brock baits and kills Frog there. That's crazy. Alright, so what they need to do is they need to kill Fuchsia here, if they can get that, okay? And they need to take Eris off left. That's the first thing they need to do. If they can get Eris off left, then they can just snowball from there. And they do, okay. This means that the pickup needs to basically just paint. They need to stall. They need to play extra cowardly just so they can get special. Early usage of Booyah there. But they do get a pick. Is Eris gonna die to that? No, Eris is alive. Okay. Early Booyah as well. Bronze is playing a 1v3 over here. They need to get points. They really need to get points. Nope. They used a couple specials too early, and also they weren't pushing while Bronze was in prime position. Anyway, back to MS Paint. So, good spots for a charger to set up is here and here on defense. And then when you're on offense, that's good for first check. And then when you're on second check, you want to be about right here. And honestly, for the rest of it, you want to be on this stack. Or this stack. Now, the problem with LTK was that literally all this was not painted. So that's free special, 1, and then 2, they can actually move around when they start getting pushed. And they're also taking a lot of fights here and here when everyone was either... Oh, wrong color. Everyone was either up here or here. So they were at a height disadvantage, so they needed someone to be on this stack right there. Okay, what is it, Sturgeon? Let me pull that up real quick. What happened to my... What is this? Oh, that's Splatoon 2, that's why. Is Sturgeon on here? Nope. Back to Splatoon 2. Sturgeon Rainmaker. I doubt it's the same. It's gonna be different layouts. Don't save. Okay. So, reminder, checkpoint. First check is like right there. Here, we'll use a different color. Checks are right there and there, around that area. Doesn't have to be exact. Sniper, gonna be here. I'm only focusing so much on snipers because Eris is a sniper. So you're always gonna see them run that. So this area, these are like the 3 areas you're gonna have a charger. Can I zoom in? Does that work? Oh gosh, no, that does not work. So those are the 3 areas you're gonna have a sniper. That means if you're on LTK... Why does everybody ready up... Oh, okay. If you're on LTK, you want to pressure those areas. One day I'll get fast enough and I can just do this like lickety split. Or I'll have all the files downloaded instead of having to grab them off the internet. Alright. There is no charger. Where did Eris go? A bucket. Interesting. Okay. That's a really interesting choice. So Bronze has a really good sightline. Bronze is the one that then, instead of Charger, you want Bronze in the spots where I highlighted. Which you saw Smiley kind of pressured him for a second, which was good because it got him focused away from the team. And it actually backed everyone up. I think Rap might have died. I don't agree with that push, mainly because Smiley did a solo push. Also, that cloud is being covered or transparent or whatever. That's so cool. Anyway, a lot of this just feels so unorganized from what I'm seeing. Is a bunch of specials are just being used at random. Like that cloud was so random. Smiley died at random with the Rainmaker. Right there, he took a fight, shouldn't have. But team cleaned up from it, so it's like it doesn't matter as much. Also, Bronze somehow made that push. Did they? How do I? No, they didn't. Okay, they didn't get the checkpoint, so that's actually huge. Okay. A lot of specials are being used right now, and trades is all that's coming from it. Actually, that's huge. That kill on Raptor right there, because now it's a staggered 2v2, 2v4. And he dies again with another. Oh, okay. Oh, that's so cool. The mist or the tri-strikes, that's really cool seeing them just pop down in the whistles. I've never seen that happen before. Interesting. Okay, so here the pickup needs to play a little bit more passive to wait for everyone to get in. They need to play passive anyway because Frog's going blob. So what they really need to do is let the paint be their advantage. Which Smiley is dying a lot. Is there a way you can like check? You can't check. Interesting. But yeah, Smiley's going in a lot, taking trades, which isn't terrible. Oh, Frog's in by himself. That's not a good play. But the biggest problem is they're not using their one strength to their advantage, because they need to be able to use their paint that Frog's gonna provide, and they need to just kind of, they need to have like a border where like if LTK tries to push, they have to use specials to get in, otherwise it's gonna be super risky. Oh, no way. That was a good ink strike. Okay, so that's a free push essentially. They should be able to get check. They do. Fuchsia actually has a really good, that was a good zip caster. Now, Frog picked up their repositioning. That actually might be good, yeah. That was a good reposition. Smiley didn't die either, so this could snowball. Brock needs to build special. That's literally what Brock needs to do. Somebody's sharking. Yep, okay. LTK Classic, never pick up or never leave Rainmaker in base alone. They will always do that. So you can use that against them if you want. Literally shark Rainmaker, wait for them to pick it up, kill them, and then it's still there. Alright, here we needed the pickup people to hold their specials. So Frog shouldn't have waited to use Rain. Air should have waited to use Ink Strike, because here's what's gonna happen. Frog's gonna die. Fuchsia's about to die. Fuchsia's the only one with special. And unless Smiley can get these kills right here, which he does, actually, that's... Okay, everything I was about to say isn't important because Smiley got the kills, and so essentially everyone except for Brock is close, or is not close to special. Which Brock used a very selfish special right there. Pico is literally by himself. Okay. Rap and Pico could get this if they wanted to. Oh no, the splat bomb! Bro, it's still the same game. Still Splatoon. Dang. That is rough. Okay. Am I able to see the matches? Nope. I'm not able to see the kills and stuff, which sucks because that was like a big part. Being able to see all the kills and stuff. It's gonna be Clam Blitz, Hammerhead. Gotcha. Give me just a second. Hammerhead. They don't have Clam Blitz on there. Oh gosh. Oh, there's a reason they don't have Hammerhead Clam Blitz on there. This is the old Hammerhead, isn't it? Oh yeah. That's the old Hammerhead. Hold up. Can I go to Splatoon 3? There's literally no... Oh, okay, there we go. After everyone's literally clicking. Okay, I found it. Okay, so here's the map right here. I'm great at this. I should definitely keep my day job though. Okay, I see what they've done. So I'll know that for future Splatoon 1 ports. Alright. Leader... Oh, I don't have his cursor. Never mind. I was gonna say, I could talk with my cursor, but I can't, really. What is... Eris is taking a really aggressive opening, and it paid off. Smiley able to trade for the 2... Okay. So right here, LTK just needs to build specials, which it seems like they're doing. They're not dropping, which is good. Eris used a really early wave breaker. That's one thing I've noticed is everyone seems to use wave breaker, in my opinion, really early. Or like at weird spots. Because I feel like if Eris threw the wave breaker up on like where Pico and Brock are, then that would be more effective and Frog might not have died because there would have been that extra pressure. But also, I've never used Wave Breaker. I just know that it does damage and it locates people. Alright. That's a good opening snipe. Although, it's for nothing because Smiley goes down in the same spot. Oh, that's a big pick that Brock got on Eris. Because if Pico can kill Frog here, he trades. Okay, this is essentially a wipe. This is a very drawn out wipe. And if Rocket's Smiley here, it's super worth it. No, Smiley jumps out. That's smart. Who's close to special? No one really. So... Actually, wait, no, Smiley kept his special, so that's smart of him to jump out. But he used it way too early. No one could really combo off of it. Rapping Pico. If Pico just shoots... Dude! Oh, no! Okay, I thought that was about to be really bad. I thought that was about to be extremely bad. Okay. So there's... some extra clams. Brock gets Eris right there, so that means no charger pressure. Smiley goes down as well. Fuchsia is literally the only threat at the moment. And actually gets everyone with that. That's funny. I don't know if that was a bomb. I think it was a suction bomb. Okay, that actually saves the round for them, because they can come back. I don't like that ray, or that whale. Had no use. If it was a whale and missiles, maybe it would be useful, but that whale was by itself. Brock goes down, Frog gets the trade, or Frog trades. That's a decent wave breaker, although it got shredded, holy moly. Good jump out. He was close to specials. Okay. If we get one more pick on the side of the pickup... Oh, they might get two here. No, never mind. That was the Booyah usage, okay. I don't necessarily agree with the Booyah, but it did open up the spot for Brock to just push like this. And if Bronze can help, that'd be nice. Okay, so Brock scores, or Rap scores and dies, and then everyone else dies, follows suit. Here, Pico should have backed up because he's last alive. Brock's gonna try to bomb. No, he's not. Never mind. Brock's taking a super aggressive spot. Eris could punish super easily. Fuchsia's instead going for the punish, but overshot that. Okay. That was a good idea in theory, just in execution, it wasn't the greatest. Is Frog gonna die here? Oh, okay. That's actually crazy. LTK doesn't have to push up far. They just have to make sure that the pickup doesn't pick up any clams, so to speak. Yeah, that was a fairly decent game. I mean, it still feels very chaotic and like no one is planning anything. I mean, there was a moment where Pico didn't even see someone that Rap was firing at, which could have easily been like a right side one person call out. I don't know if there was a call out made, if there wasn't or whatever, but that definitely should have been a confirmed kill. Alright. Show me the map. Splat Zone, Scorch Gorge. Alright. Here we go. So, Charger, Splat Zones, Scorch Gorge. Charger's gonna be here. Actually, you know what? Charger's gonna be in any of this area. That whole stretch. That means that Eris is gonna have a lot of options when poking around. Because essentially Eris can shoot anything that goes about like that. That's not including the top mid area. Because if you think about it, the E leader reaches about right there. You probably, like, I mean, you could probably reach around this area as well. But that's like all areas that LTK is going to have to play around. So like, for example, if Eris is peeking down this way, then LTK is going to need to play on this side of the map. And then vice versa, when Eris goes over here and starts peeking out this way, LTK needs to rotate and play on this side of the map. So, yeah. And there's that E-leader. Let's see if the reflux goes for early missile. It looks like it. Okay, I'm already liking LTK's opening a lot better than the pickups because they're gonna have specials. Look at how much closer to specials they are. And keep in mind that missile's already used. Oh, I forgot. Jet has vacuum. I forgot about that. Okay. So that was a really good opening, but Eris saved it by moving over. So the fact that Eris transitions from snipe to that right or that left peak, I don't know what it is, left edge over there, is so huge. And is honestly in a good spot because only the missiles is what's going to push him off. They do not see the brush. Fuchsia had a really good shark there. Also, Brock pushed that with Pico down. So they were just at a disadvantage. What is Frog doing? Frog is literally just sharking in one spot. I mean, to be fair, he's a sploosh, so there's not much he can do, but... Okay. Brock chose to solo missile that. I honestly don't agree. I think that was a waste of missiles. Let's see how this plays out. Brock gets a good pick on Frog. So Bronze needs to take the top mid area and just kind of pressure Eris whenever he can. Eris picks him off before he can even do that. Which is a smart play. Oh, that could have been good. If Pico and Brock were with Rap, then that would have been essentially a team wipe. But they do get the 2v2. They might get the pick on Fuchsia. Yeah. So they're playing really well. Ends up being a quad, delayed quad. Someone needs to paint up this left side. Seems like Bronze is doing it. Take top mid. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay, Rap's in a good spot because he can throw fizzies just about anywhere. Oh, Eris with the snipe though. I didn't even know Eris could reach that. That's crazy. Pico's playing really well. Oh, Brock. How did he get that kill? Okay, nice. Frog's actually saving the game right now. Oh, unfortunate that he died, but Smiley's gonna get the cap here in a second. Yeah. Okay, Bronze needs to just back out. Unless he can challenge Eris from an off angle, he needs to get out of there. Yeah, there you go. Eris gets a pick on Brock. So this is the dangerous spot. They don't have any specials. They have vacuum. Vacuum and bubbler. They could rush in and use vacuum, maybe throw a bubbler down afterwards. But they use bubbler on that right side. They got two, so that's interesting. Smiley with the shark. Okay, Pico's literally doing the best he can with this. They need to get Eris out of there. Yep, good usage of Booyah. Throw it at Eris, and then vacuum the nice. That's good. If they can get the pick on Frogga, that's good. Fuchsia's playing outside of Eris's range a little bit. Smiley's playing completely outside of Eris's view. But Bronze also had his back turns towards Smiley, so that could pay off. Yeah. Right there. This is gonna have to be overtime if they want to do anything. They do need a cap zone. Yeah. So right there, Pico kind of rushed in zone by himself and then got killed while Rap was just spamming fizzies. Either two things should have happened. There are two different options essentially. That, I guess, three. Yeah, there's three different options. There's that, or there's Rap goes in with Pico and they fight together and just hope that they win despite having the paint disadvantage. Or Pico stays as far back as he can, because I think he was already dropped at that point, and just spam bombs and shoot at anyone who comes his way while Rap's spamming fizzies on left and then also occasionally throwing some on the right side. Okay, what are we looking at? Haggle. Haggle TC, nice. There's no haggle fish on here. All right. We can talk theory crafting or whatever. So let's see. From LTK side, it's a lot of Booyah Bomb. Special wise. Booyah Bomb, Vacuum. Pico's run a lot of Blaster this scrim. And then Missile, Reef Slider, or I forgot the other weapon Brock ran. So for special wise, it would be good to have a vacuum on tower, because you can literally just sit on tower and just suck in attacks. Crab would be a good one. That was one thing Brock went as pro. So Crab would be a good one because you can kind of take the tent area and just shoot at people. Bubbler, we're probably going to see a bubbler on both sides just because tower bubble is crazy. So that timer went by super fast. Alright, let's see this layout of the map, because I forget if that one side is blocked off or not from mid. Yeah, it's blocked off, the bottom and then the very top. You can't go from one side of the map to the other. You have to go through the tower path, essentially. Okay. Brock's alone in mid. What the heck? Someone needs to be with him. There we go. Still takes that alone. Not a good choice. Oh, dude, Frog! Frog's got a really good shark here. A little late to do the shark. Yeah, that was a good shark, so... But Frog just needed to kill Bronze and then Pico, and that would have been worth it. Holy crap, this is such a snowball. Oh no! Bronze with the kill. Yeah, this is a huge snowball. They've already broken through 2 checkpoints, and it's not even 2 minutes in. Frog gets a good double, and then Bronze goes down somehow. I wasn't watching that. I was just watching the bottom part. Okay, Bronze and Rap on this right side, able to pick off someone. That's good. Rock gets shot. He gets sniped, bro. Eris is putting in the work. Wait, they have a Squiffer? Interesting. Smiley's literally just standing on tower with bubble. That's funny. I like LTK staying back. I think somebody got a snipe though. Those were pretty decent times to use those specials. Brock's stalling tower. Might be able to get Eris. Does. Cleans Smiley too. Comes back for a frog? No way? He did not see frog though. Okay, they eventually get him. Gets fusion. Okay, so this was a really good team fight because somebody had called out frog. Brock came back and kind of shook up frog's little living space. And they basically pushed it back to neutral. Even though they're still in paint disadvantage and man disadvantage, Brock kind of just flipped that though. If they can... Oh no, Rap needs to not... I kind of disagree with that push from Rap. Mainly because Fizzy Bomb down left middle would have been a lot more effective. But also, Fuchsia was respawning. Okay, that bubble saved Brock's life. Ah! I'm trying to debate whether or not it was a good idea for them to push that tower there. I feel like not with their current, like, positions. Because Brock was in the middle of a fight, someone was on tower. I forget where the third one was, and then Bronze was respawning. Okay, they push Smiley off. Brock's really overextended, but if he plays this right, it's worth it. Does not. He really should have stayed back on the left side and just kind of been in the back of Eris's mind, but not ever commit to anything. Especially since that whole side is painted, Frog's about to flank here. Nope. Pico calls him out. That's crazy. No one was on tower though. Why is no one getting on tower? Oh no, that's an early snipe. Eris took a good spot. I didn't even know that that's a possibility. No way. They got off tower! They got off tower! No! I can see what Brock was doing, but ooh, oh, that's so unfortunate. I can see what Brock was doing because, like, literally, it was one person alive. And then, so it's like, someone's jumping to me, let me get off tower, so then I can be useful and be, like, settings up somewhere for the respawns. But they didn't know that the person was coming from left. Which, I think it was already painted. So you couldn't have been able to look at the map and be like, oh, someone just painted on left, they're showing up on tower. Alright. Rainmaker Mahi. This is going to be a Splatoon 1 map. So it's not going to be as accurate. Unless it's already in here. Is it already in here? Oh, that's so clutch! It is! Guys, I was capping. Alright, there it is. So Rainmaker Mahi. Oh my gosh, it looks so terrible. Okay. So there's water. Oh, this is water. This whole thing is water. This doesn't matter. No one ever uses that. Don't push here. Just don't push that. That's never a good push. This right here is wrong color. Hold up. This is so much better. The main reason is because you have a block right here, right here, the pedestal, So block right there. And I'm pretty sure this is all elevated. So there's a lot of elevation. Yeah, this is a ramp. So you have to get up the ramp. But there's a lot of elevation that you can kind of use to your advantage when you're pushing. And of course the water changes whenever... or the map changes whenever the water lowers, but... Oh, there's also a pillow on that ramp, so it's not completely used. Or it's not, you're not completely there to dry. Okay. Who's close to specials? Nobody is close to specials because everyone's dying. That was a really good team fight on the side of LDK. They left Fuchsia alive though. That was... I don't agree with it. I would have cleaned Fuchsia before I picked up the Rainmaker. Because actually now they're in a good position. Never mind, they're not in a good position to push. I was gonna say, the map control was really good for them because Fuchsia was already there just painting everything. And I don't know how I feel about this crab. Those are some really precise strikes. Although Brock's just going around everywhere. He literally goes right next to Smiley. Oh, but Bronze gets the kill. Okay. I don't know what Rap is doing. Yeah, I don't know what Rapper's doing right there. I don't know why he was all the way back as far as he was. He should have been kind of where he is, where Brock is now, and just, if not popping Rainmaker, just spamming fizzies. Oh, okay. Two go down to the Booyah. Okay, someone needs to push with Bronze here. They need to push Eris out of there. Eris jumps, so it's fine. They need to wait for Pico. Pico has a wall. Utilize the wall. Pico's flanking. Okay. Not a bad flank because it does get one. They get the wipe out of that, so Pico can jump in. They need to kill Fuchsia. They focus Rainmaker instead. Okay. Let's see a wall real quick. Pico's not using wall. Okay, there's the wall there. Oh, but still dies to the blob. Bronze is... That is an interesting position right there. Oh, okay, that is super interesting because they can snowball off of. Frog with the clutch. Holy moly. Okay, but if they kill... Okay. They actually didn't kill. Fuchsia's the one killing them. I was about to say, if they kill Fuchsia, then they're in a good spot because they have mid back, but Pico had to jump off the map to survive Smiley. Okay. That was kind of an important team fight. Bronze really just walked right in front of that explosion. That's unfortunate. Brock didn't have a stealth jump, so Frog was able just to cheese the Rainmaker. Fuchsia pushed that way too fast. Smiley's still holding some bullets, I think. Nope, never mind. I don't know how Frog survived that long. Oh no! No, he didn't even trade! Bronze! Oh, unfortunate. RNG. Yeah, they played that too fast. Both teams played that really fast. It's just that the pickup had specials to kind of move their momentum with. Or force momentum. Yeah, because that's going to force LTK to be in a really long overtime, although everyone is in mid. Smiley's making a push. What the heck? That's actually huge. Oh no, that's terrible. They just need to kill... Oh no. Brock needs to play this super calmly. Gets the pick. That's crazy. They got the lead off that. No, they died? They died? That's wild. That was a really good pushback. I don't know who killed the Rainmaker, but that was a really good kill at the end. Because they literally were 1 point away. Yeah, the biggest thing I'm seeing there is they're kind of trying to make things happen when it shouldn't. The best way to kind of explain that was that defense LTK had where they lost the lead. You had 1 or 2 players up front with no specials, 2 players behind, kind of painting, not really committing to any fights, and therefore they're fighting like a 2v3, and then 1 player on the pickup is just kind of harassing the other 2. I guess you could call it a 2v2 because Rainmaker, but also if Rainmaker's suppressing with shots, then it's a 2v3. Clam Blitz! Not Clam Blitz. I think they're thinking the same thing. They're like, yeah, we don't want to play Clam Blitz. Okay. So... I'm trying to think about any theories that I've had. Not really many. I mean, the obvious one is that Machine pairs well with anything that, like, does well with splash damage or chip damage. So for me specifically, that would be Splatoon. But there's nothing that's really been like a good theory that I've really thought through, or at least different like weapon comps. That's so weird that I can go in the menu as a spectator. I guess I haven't been set as a spectator yet, so. So Crab is a good one. So you would probably see Dualies or Splash if you wanted a Crab. Pro is an interesting choice just because of marker. Although it doesn't entirely negate using Pro, you just don't see it as often because of marker. So Crab, you'd either get Dualies or Splash. You're probably mostly always going to see a Sloshing. And if not that, Slosher's a good follow-up for Slosher players. If it's just someone flexing to Sloshing, you're probably going to see a shooter of some kind like 52 or I don't even think do I have 52 unlocked? I don't. That's funny. But yeah, so you'll probably see like a crab or sloshing slash 52 if they're not a bucket player. Then if they are a bucket player, slosher or sloshing. And specifically I would choose splash and sloshing or splash and slosher, just because the burst bomb pairs well with either of those. This is kind of basic theory crafting, but that's because I haven't really thought extensively about like different team comps. Seems like everyone's liking Charger on teams just because of the one-shot ability. Still have yet to decide whether Wavebreaker or Vacuum is more important. Mines, yeah, they're mines. You don't really see a lot of splat bombs, so I don't feel like sub-weapon is a lot to be considered when it comes to Chargers. I will say being able to play kind of frontliney with Charger and then have a special to help you with that is nice. Or at least having a Charger, but then also having a special that can kind of cover you if you're being shot at from multiple different angles is cool. So your typical comp would probably look like that, where it's Charger, bucket, splash, and then it's really whatever at that point. Most people would probably either run T-Tech or shot or NZAP, just because shot's basic. There's a lot of people who play it, and then NZAP for the cooler. Now a weird but fun comp would be like Blaster, or even Range Blaster at that. Probably Range Blaster, honestly. Range Blaster, Slosher, I don't have all the weapons unlocked, but Aerospray, that would be a funny thing. An L3? Maybe? I don't know. Everyone's just standing around. Okay. I'm just gonna pick a map. We'll go Undertow, because that's my favorite Splatoon map. We'll go Undertow Spot Zones, because that's common and competitive. Alright, here we go. We have Undertow. Yay. It's Spot Zones. If you can't tell, zones are like right there. And then like right there. Something like that. I don't care. It's close enough. So if you ran Splatana Swiper, or Splatana Wiper, my bad. I call it the Swiper because S and then Wiper. Splatana Wiper. You don't have to call it that. It's just easy in my mind. Oh, wait, hold up. There we go. Let me show you guys what I'm actually doing. So there we go. There's zones. Zones are right here and then here. So the obvious spot is opening. At least you could go around this way, kind of like paint up everything over here. They're changing stuff? What? And then just like, what's it good? Lob torpedoes over here and just harass whoever's up on glass. What is it? It's Clan Blitz Wahoo. Okay. Let me go ahead and open up Wahoo real quick. They don't have any maps for Wahoo. Okay, so we're gonna stick with this then. I don't care. I really don't care that Wahoo is not showing up. I honestly would prefer that it doesn't. So then I can keep doing this. Okay, so the opening would be you harass whoever's up on glass. And that would be for Swiper. Then, after all that, you guys take zone, they go 2 down or something. Let's say they go 2 down. One of them, or their charger, or whoever backed up because you were being too mean to them and they didn't want to get bullied. So, they back all the way up to like right here. That means that they have essentially range that goes probably about like that. They probably have about that much range. So, and I know the match is starting, you can kind of push up and be around this area and be safe. I'll come back to that. Alright. Charger on Wahoo, gonna go top left, always. Oh, this is an interesting opening. Everyone is going right. Huh. Nobody's in mid. Pico could literally have gone through mid and caught everyone off guard. That would have been really good play. But also, Pico probably didn't know nobody was top mid. Okay, that's a wipe. Everyone can dump their clams. Smiley literally went to grab one clam. That's funny. Okay. Not a terrible defense on LTK. To be fair, everyone was dumping their clams, so they were in unadvantageous positions. Frog's pushing wrap. I would not have done that. Not with that much paint on the ground. Fuchsia cleans wrap. Brock's in a really weird spot for crab. Yeah, this is just a bunch of weird fight taking. Okay, not bad, not bad. Somehow Fuchsia died to an explosion. I don't know. Pika needs to score. Pika also has a... what you call it? A wall he can use. So if Pika uses his wall, then he can kind of score claims easier and also maybe even take one down. Alright, this is decent. Frog, I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with the shark. Looks like it pays off. Pays off really well. Got 3 with that. That's crazy. I would have rather Frog been painting. But the pick on those 3 might actually be enough momentum to make a big push. Yeah, because they use 3 specials, yeah, but no, they're not going to be able to get much off of that. They traded 3 specials for like 8 lives of LTK. And it's not really much. Nothing's really changed since then. Only difference is Smiley was alive. So Brock's taking a good spot, although Eris just needs one good shot to take bronze away. Everyone's riding the conveyor or whatever, the carousel. That's so funny. Smiley's attacking Pico on that faraway spot is questionable. Yeah, especially since he gets picked off there. Because this allows Bronze. Wow. Bronze is really fighting a 1v3 right now. Because the rest of the team is not near him. Picking up clams or something like that. Dang, that's rough. That's super rough. Yeah. Ah! Yep, there goes Bronze. I like the idea of not playing within the Charger's range. And Brock actually gets an insane kill. Holy moly. This might actually... Oh, never mind. The 1v1s on both corners actually saved the game. Fuchsia has zip, so Fuchsia can kind of do like a crazy play. Takes the trade instead. Smiley's sharking. Okay, this is why you don't want to shark. That's why you don't want to shark. You were doing nothing for like 3 seconds. Not stopping in advance at all. Look at that. They just need to score a little bit. Yeah, that's game. So that's why you don't want to shark. Because Smiley was just up in that top area. Okay. That's why you don't want to shark right there. Because you're going to get disconnected. Are they done? Or did I just get disconnected? Oh. Let me ask them. Okay, that was a host DC. Gotcha. That's funny. Match didn't count, guys. They gotta restart it. They did it without the password again. All right. Back to MS Paint. So, Charger has the range in red. That's a rough estimate. I don't know. I'm not a Charger player. I can't just look at a map and say like, oh yeah, I can reach this far. If you know how to play Charger, and you know, I guess I know how to play Charger. You hold down the charge button and you release on the opponent. Anyway, if you have it ingrained in your mind, your range, then correct me. But the green area is where I would be if I'm a swiper. So if I'm a swiper, I'm in this green area. Okay? And the main reason is because the Charger can't attack me, but I can also be useful. Now, that allows someone from spawn over here to jump in and go around here. So now the real threat is top glass, I guess. Glass is the threat again. That being said, since it's zones... Actually, you know what? Charger can probably reach about, like, right there. If I'm being honest. That probably looks more like the range. Anyway. Since it's zones, the first advancement. Yeah, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. Let me stop writing swiper on the on the map. Since it's zones, the first advancement I would do would probably be from here to this area. Again, for the sole fact that like I can hold off attacks from here and here while also not getting sniped from the sniper. Now, if the charger decides to walk around here and like hang out on this area, then my only way of movement would be to move over here and play on this side, which I can play essentially this, that whole thing. Actually, I can play this whole rectangle right here and not have to worry about charger. Charger would have to overextend in order to catch me there. Now, if I had a teammate who had like a blaster or maybe even a slosher, and the slosher player wanted to control like this area, they would be better suited to, because of all the ledges like all along here. That whole thing is a ledge. Blaster slash slosher does really well there. A lot better than I would, because literally the only thing I would be doing is painting and throwing torpedoes. That's it. They can actually get kills up there. I'm not expecting any results, just stalling kind of, and then building up special, even though it's stamp, building up special so that I can be ready in the event that they start to push. Now, of course, if they drop, I'm like, free game, let's go. But for the most part, if they're good players, they're not going to. So this area over here is a better spot for sloshers. That being the case, I would rather be over here, because yes, if the charger sets up, and can I please pick the right color? Thank you. If the charger sets up over here, then they have like the range to pick me off if I overextend, and if they are over here, I'm kind of screwed. But it allows me to like be aggressive in the right moments and kind of push them back. It's basically as much as I can, stalling them from taking zone and forcing them to use specials. That's the biggest thing. If you force them to use specials uselessly, then I would count that as a win in my book. Even if you end up dying, the fact that they use, or okay, not dying. If you die, then it's a win in their book. But if you trade, it's a win in my book, because one, as a wiper, your special isn't that important. Two, if you don't even use your special and you die, you only lose like half of it, so you can get yours back faster. Anyway, into the game. Brock's, yeah, I'm dead. That was a very early whale. There were only 2 people up. I would not have done that, because this would be a better time to whale. Smiley's literally just waiting. Smiley's like, come on. How did Brock die? Was that the wave breaker? I think that was the wave breaker. Okay. At this moment, Pico literally just has to use special and they have to run. Okay, if Brock can get this pick here. Nope. Yeah, they played that really weirdly. They were staggered a lot at the beginning there, and then towards the end, they didn't push they pushed like a little late. Because they needed to use essentially what they needed to do was use the whale, and then while people are like running around like chickens with their head cut off, they push in and try to cut like 1 or 2 throats. And if they don't do that, at least then they take zone. Also, I don't know why, but are my frames dropping? I don't think so. Are they redoing that? Yeah, they're redoing that. Okay. I think they're gonna quickly change. Or quickly use the same weapons or whatever, so we're just gonna do this. So, yeah. Charger can shoot me if they take a good angle. But that's the first advancement. Second advancement, which is... I like to think of advancements as in wipes, because if you wipe someone, then there's a short period of time where they like spawn in, and then they have to like walk around, and then they drop down. And so if they're smart, they're gonna be like, oh, they're probably already set up, so we're gonna spawn in and we're gonna stay here, or like we're gonna move this way, or like we're gonna go over here, and we're not gonna go anywhere further than this line because we know that they're gonna be in a position. So let's just throw bombs. Like, you know, why not? Throw bombs. Explode over there, explode over here. Do whatever so that we don't die. Now, if I were to go straight from here... That's a bad color, you can't see that. If I were to go straight from here all the way to here... Okay, that's not possible. All the way to here... By the time the person respawns and gets about right there, we'll like basically meet up. And so they have armor still. I don't. They can kill me a lot faster than I can kill them. So that's why I think of it as advancements. Because you go too far, you might as well just jump back to spawn or jump off the map or something like that. Okay, Bronze is playing all by himself right now. Nobody's helping him at all. Yeah. Brock counterpicked to Charger. Oh, that's interesting. That is fair, though. It's Museum, so it's fair. They gotta pick on the Frog. Fuchsia went down as well. Eris died. Did Brock just get a triple? I don't know, but Brock is literally playing frontline Charger right now as an E-leader. Okay. Nobody's watching that right side. I think Brock notices that. No. Interesting. I would have pushed heavily on that right side if I was Eris. Did get the pick on Bronze, so that's important. Frog and Fuchsia need to focus Rap, because Brock... Oh yeah, Rap's dead. No? Interesting. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, and they hold. Okay. That's crazy how much on one side that they're playing. Smiley's playing his own game right now. I think that's one problem that they're having. Is Smiley's playing by himself. Frog and Rap are... Rap and Bronze are holding zone. Not for much long, because Frog comes in and just paints. Oh, that's unfortunate for Smiley getting called out like that. Mine. I don't know how I feel about... Brock is taking really off-angle spots. It's cool. I'm gonna have to see what he... How do they mark people? Do they have a point sensor? No. I guess a mine or something. Oh, rip Smiley. Oh, you know what? It's Wavebreaker. That's what it is. Hmm. Yeah, that's a really interesting spot. So Brock is playing around Eris's sight lines, essentially. Yeah. That's really interesting. Alright, back to MS Paint. Okay. Those colors were probably not the best to use because they're so close to each other. But yeah, if we both meet about right here, that's a dark color, can't see it. If we both meet right here, they're gonna kill me because they have armor. So they're gonna get off well. That's a check mark, by the way. If you can't tell, that's a check mark. They're gonna get off well. I'm gonna go back to spawn, and I'm like, ah, la, 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 la. So that's why when I say like I'm going this way, or I'm gonna be over here on the first wipe or first advancement, so then I don't rush in and die. Like even if I go here, in my mind, if it's not heavily painted, it's overextending. Because if I have to like go here, then paint all this up, then paint all that up, then paint all this up, by the time I do that, they could have someone literally right here, that spot, I hope you can see it, and they could literally just like drop down, and then I'm dead right there because I'm focusing on painting when they're already like pushing back in. Now, of course, that's if they brute force in. If they don't want to brute force, then I'll be fine pushing there, and actually it would be advantageous. So it's a risky play, essentially. Because if I can get there, then essentially anyone who wants to drop on that right side has to deal with me before dropping its zone. Okay, so they counterpicked the charger again. That's interesting. Everyone's playing on this right side. Oh shoot, I didn't even know there was a box there. You know, that could have easily been avoided just by looking at the map and saying like, oh hey, somebody went left tree. I bet that's the 52, because I haven't seen him in a second. Which actually, that's a good question to ask. Just like, where is the 52? Or like, right now, I guess, yeah, 52 is the only one alive. I was gonna say, where's the bucket? Is he still? Oh no, that would have been a jump out moment. Somehow got the kill. I don't know how Pico's alive. Pico's still alive. Crazy. Brock was trying to throw that up there, I'm pretty sure. Okay, here it's essentially just sniper wars. It's until a sniper gets a good pick and allows them to push. Which, the good pick right now is Frog. If they can get Frog, okay, they get Frog. So now it's literally just, it's back to sniper wars, except now LTK has the tower. And actually, Eris went left trying to get Brock, opening up a bunch of room for LTK to push without any pressure. Dang, that's some range. That's from snipe. This should not be happening. Like, 100% this should not be happening. Pico is literally the only one in their base, and yet he pushed it past the second checkpoint, essentially. Literally, it was Pico and then Brock's laser. Okay, Frog gets Brock. That's a good pick on him. Brock should have honestly just backed up. Like, backed up to the box there. So then there's at least some height advantage he had. Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. That was good positioning on Eris's side, being able to pick off Brock. I think Eris is the one who did that. I don't know. I was watching the fight in bats, so I didn't see what was going on in mid. That's a really interesting shield. Oh, Brock's taking a really aggressive push. What the heck? Do they know Frog's there? Well, they've got to now. There's literally lasers coming from where he is. Yeah, he's... No way. They didn't see... Okay. That's crazy. It's kind of watching this because you can kind of predict what people are doing. Like, Frog's gonna shark a lot. Smiley's gonna push a lot. But also, I've never seen Smiley play Squiffer, so I don't know how he plays Squiffer. Seems like Bronze kind of pushes by himself. I got close for a second. Yeah, I got really close for a second. But no, it's just funny, like, being able to watch a whole scrim from this perspective, you're able to see players' behaviors. Oh, they're gonna redo that? Interesting. It's pretty much the same thing on Rainmaker. Or on Tower Control. Between the two games. Alright, so... the biggest thing with this is when the tower's going on its path, it's doing all the fun stuff like that, and then going like that, doing whatever, goals like right there. I forget where all the checkpoints are. There's a checkpoint here. I think like a checkpoint like right there or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, when the tower's doing all that, this is the main battlefield right here. This is what you want. If you're attacking, you need to clear this area. Because if you can get up here and control this, then you literally, all you gotta do is like go right there. You just have to be here. You don't even have to control it. You can just be like right here, chucking bombs and blowing them up over here, and then just shooting like all this, that means that for the person running tower, all this, essentially, all that is safe space. They only have to worry about this spot up here. Oh, host DC. And all this. Which now we're colliding with the tower line. It's fine. So, literally... Actually, wait, no. I'm gonna redo the tower line. Oops. Let me join back real quick. Okay, tower line is gonna be green. Let's just say that. So tower goes like this, checkpoint. Like this, checkpoint. Like that. Checkpoint somewhere there. If it's the same, I think it is. It's pretty much the same. I'll do better checkpoints. There we go. There's your checkpoints. Those hot glob messes on the thing that... Okay. So your safe space when you take this area looks like this, essentially. Because you have a person up there. You got a guy, like, literally pressuring all that. So when you're on tower, and the tower's like... What's a good color to use? Dark. And the tower's like right here, and you're riding it, about to go to the checkpoint, you don't have to worry about people shooting at you. They changed! They went to Turf War. What? This isn't a Nintendo tournament. I'm not kidding. They went to Turf War. I don't know why they went to Turf War. That must have been it had to have been an accident. What are these guys doing? Alright. So back to this. So your tower's about to reach the second checkpoint. That's honestly the toughest thing in the whole entire tower control game, is that second checkpoint. Once you reach that and beat it, if you have the right numbers advantage, it snowballs. And when I say the right numbers advantage, literally if you have a 2-for-1 number advantage, you win. Unless you play it really poorly, then you win. So if you have 4 people alive and they have 2 people, then you're pretty much set. But that blue area, this whole shaded region, is safe. That means the only attacks you can really expect is from right here. That's basically it. Which, if you think about it, it's really from about right. It's really from about right here. I think, are they done? Oh no. They've been waiting on me. Whoops. Okay. It's really from about right here because this weird yellow area, all that is technically contendable from the person on tower. And even if it's not the person on tower, you have 2 other possible players that can be there. So all this yellow, I know it's a lot of coloring. Get used to it. It's Splatoon. That's a tricolor turf war right there. But you really just have this one small area where you have to worry about people. And so if you just throw bombs and stuff and use specials correctly, it's a pretty quick knockout from there. That's why I say this top left area, bats is what it's called. It's called multiple different things. It's called bats, it's called like bike or something like that, because in the old game it had bike. But that's why that's the most important position to grab in the game. Of course, if Brock just went up there and grabbed it right now, one, he's a charger, that's not a good spot. And then two, it's not really useful because there's not a fight. There's not an important fight happening in that top left or court area. There is now, because Bronze is forcing it, but kind of died doing that. Okay, this kill, that's an important kill. Fuchsia, being able to get that pick on Wrap really stops the push. Frog is playing a weird fight right here. Getting pushed? Wow. Pico dies through the wall because Ray goes through wall. Oh, they should have pushed that because Frog couldn't have backed up. Okay. So, okay, that's a really good demonstration of why you need that top right area. Because literally Bronze and Wrap just attack the person on tower. And Frog went a weird route, but kind of cleared it. Not completely. So see how they're not even able to pass the second checkpoint? Because they haven't taken that top left area. And the only way to do it is... Let's see if I can get Frog to... No, Frog is dead. Never mind. I was going to show it off, but... There's a ink rail towards the bottom. Actually. Oh, I'm a genius. There's an ink rail right there. You can see it. That's the only way to get up there. Okay. Frog is flanking. What in the world? Called out by Wrap. Bronze is taking this spot. Actually, that's a huge... If he can get this pick on Eris... Ah, but it's a trade. Okay. I was gonna say, if Bronze can get that pick on Eris, then you can basically just flank the entire team. Who is all on the left side right now. That is really weird. Uh-oh. Oh, dude, Bronze knew it. Bronze knew Frog was gonna be on the left side. That's what adapting to your circumstances looks like. Ooh, Bronzo should have died there, honestly. Rip the bomb. That's a good contest from Wrap. It's literally a 1 point difference, but you still got a minute left. You got a bunch of specials about to be online. We're about to see someone break neutral. Brock goes down really early. Holy moly, that actually... Oh. This team fight right here's what's gonna decide. It's still a team fight. It's literally two buckets against each other. Fuchsia stalled that out really well. If they get two picks here, then that's huge. They need to get Frog, and then they can push. Raph goes down, but that's fine. Pika can get on tower and hold. Okay, wall goes out. Fuchsia just rushing tower. Frog's also rushing tower. Dang. And that's why you want to have that top left, so you don't have someone just rush you like that. Which I think Bronze was up there, but they didn't have control of top left. I'm honestly surprised they just rushed the tower like that. Normally you wouldn't want to do that, but who knows? It worked out in the end. Alright, they have like 2 maps left. But yeah, that's literally what a tricolor turf war looks like. That's kind of funny. What is it? Undertow? Hey, we were just there. Undertow Rainmaker. Okay, this is a fun map. This is actually a really fun map. Let's see if I can do some talking about it before they start a new one. Alright. So they've got the pedestals all lined out. You can go either that way or that way, and then from there you could go here. Those are really your 2 routes. This is kind of a similar thing where you fight for pop. Actually, Rainmaker is different. You do kind of want to get pop here, because like the Rainmaker explosion's about like that. That's not a perfect circle, but you get the idea. So you have 2 options. Either you try to go straight to spawn, or straight from spawn, get Rainmaker pop, and then use that momentum to then go like under here and pressure anyone over here, or go over here and just stall the same people. It's kind of give or take. Or you could just paint all this up and then have specials, kill people, and push all the way to victory. It's very brief about it, but it's because the match is starting. Okay. They're rushing mid. Which... Hey, I was kind of right about the explosion. They really need a special to break neutral. That's the biggest thing that I've been seeing on both sides, is they're not using specials at the greatest time, or they're not using it at all, if that makes sense. Is that double rain? Wait. That is. That's like the only special combo that I would not advise. Okay. They're playing this pretty well. Oh, Fuchsia gets a kill though. What? Fuchsia's literally just running around. What is Bronze doing? Yeah, Bronze. Okay, that literally was all made possible because Bronze was not on his side of the map. Dang, that's rip. Yeah, Bronze is playing a lot too fast for the rest of his team to kind of help him out. That was I get the idea, but you can't really do that with Zip from Fuchsia's side of things. Okay. I mean, that's kind of a basic, like, any good team's gonna stop Rainmaker about that point. I'm just in love with the UI blocking out the rain. That's such a good thing. Okay, so Fuchsia's literally the last alive. Needs to stay that way. I don't know how Brock is still, like, pressuring. But he is. He's literally the only one up front. Yeah, like, literally LTK is not rotating fast enough. Went double rain. That's crazy. That's a... Oh, man. I feel bad. They're about to all die right there. Yeah, Pico died. Rap almost died. In my mind, it's not worth it to use Booyah to pop Rainmaker. It would have been better to throw it in zone and possibly get the kills earlier. Okay, Eris has a really big decision right here. Okay, makes the right decision in my mind. Because Eris could have pushed bronze and possibly got, like, extended the stagger. But didn't to stay alive. Now, the team fight's still going on, so it's difficult to say, like, if it was played well. I think it was, because Fuchsia is the last one alive. Yeah, it was played decently. It could have been done a little better. I mean, just some mechanical and decision-making stuff. I'm not going to critique that type of stuff because that's... I don't know the decision I would have made in game. But the main thing is that the push is still going on and the team fight was technically won. I like this move by Smiley to force the Booyah. Or at least to draw the Booyah away. Dang! Brock got that snipe on Eris. That's actually huge. I didn't think he would. Yeah, literally Brock is the only one this far up. I don't think I'm really there for it though. Because of that, yeah. Rainmaker just picks him off really fast. Okay, they're gonna have a quick overtime. Unfortunate. Yeah, they're not gonna pick up in time. Okay, apparently there's one map left. I don't know what the last map is. Is it Mincemeat? I think it's Mincemeat is the last map. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's Mincemeat. Little pet frog, what's up? Drop Roller is our team name, by the way. Oh, so you guys are a team for, wait, Drop Romper or Drop Roller? Romper, okay. What's up, Frog, by the way? I'm hard critiquing you guys, so, if you want to watch back and hear what I have to say about things, then, yeah. I'm hard critiquing. Just a heads up. Is this for Big House, correct? Question mark. Okay. Let me fix the title. Okay, title's fixed. All right, what is this? Clan Blitz on mincemeat. Okay. So you can push from here, or from there. This is such a weird map, not gonna lie, because you have all of this that you can defend with. Well, technically over here too, yeah. You have all that you can defend with. You're never... Yeah, you're never gonna see someone use this area. That's just, you're never gonna see that. So you're gonna see everyone like kind of in this area. And then up here when you're actually getting pushed. Yeah, there's just not enough time to explain like how the map functions. So in neutral, everyone's gonna be on truck. And then that left side, like where Eris and Smiley are, that's where this first like few seconds is gonna go. Oh dang, Frog just got left alone. Yeah, that was a good opening, but they just didn't capitalize. Yeah, this is the weird part, because Brock is literally fighting a 1v1 and nobody can help him because of how the map is laid out. Like, he's here. If he just looks down, he could get the kill on Frog. That's the funniest thing. He's so pressured by Smiley that he can't focus Frog. And actually, he's gonna get picked. How is he alive? How did you... What? Okay. Finally dies. Interesting play by Frog. I think Bronze got Eris with a direct, and so that was his backup. Brock's really trying to hold truck, which is a like pincer point or whatever. But Pico's not over on the left side. Actually, that's interesting. Oops. Okay, they need to paint really well. There's a bunch of purple that they could just paint over. Which they are. Okay. Brock gets a pick. That's huge. If they can somehow get another pick, they do. I think Bronze got a pick on Smiley. That's huge. Okay, they can snowball this. They have 2 specials. Okay, they have 2 specials. One just got used. They used bubble in the drop. Okay. Who's from spawn? Oh, they jumped in. Okay. Yeah, that was a decent push. They just had a bunch of specials going against them. That was a interesting play by Fuchsia. It could have been pulled off actually. I think that's a good play in theory. Got the lead. That's funny. Okay, they actually might. Nope, never mind. I was gonna say Fuchsia never went down. Bronze got Smiley too. That's crazy. Okay, this gives LTK a chance to come back. Fuchsia, I like, is playing it smart because they're not dropping. So waiting for Eris to drop is a good idea because then you can just jump and flail a bunch of ink at someone. I like this chart. That's a decent chart because now Brock's dead. And also at any given point, they could just paint. You know, I never thought about it, but what if you just used Zipcaster to distract people? Like, you didn't even use it to get kills. Interesting. That's a thought, for sure. Oh, did 2 people die? Oh, that's crazy. 1 person goes down. Frog might die here. That's crazy. Fuchsia got the clean unwrap. That was huge for them. So that was all 16 maps. So I'm interested to see if they reset or what they do exactly. No, I think they're done. He said interviews with all 8. That's funny. Okay, yeah, they're done. What's the rotation? Because that will determine what my next decision is. Let's see. Plan Blitz, Tower Control. I really do want to do my rank up battle eventually. I want to do it on stream though, where I mean I know I'm streaming right now, but just not today. Maybe sometime on the weekend I'll do it. It's not really high on my priorities list. Okay. Is there anything else I wanted to hit? I guess I can just briefly explain the dynamic of the map, and then we can call it a day. Okay, I repositioned my mic, so hopefully you can hear me better. Yeah, you can see everything. Okay, good. All right, so what color is this? Teal. Close enough. Okay, so you spawn in. You kind of go to mid. What I always do, which you don't have to, I always like to kind of keep this area painted. Also, yeah, it's cloudlands. Yeah, so I want to keep this area painted because it's a fast escape route. So I kind of have this, my color. All this should be your color anyway, just because of spawning in. That's kind of like the only way to go. This is a maybe. I mean, it's not that important. You're not gonna hit many angles this way, unless you're a charger. You're really not gonna be in this area. So it's like you can paint it, or you can just leave it for whenever someone moves there. Take 2 seconds and they can paint it. But yeah, I generally like to have this area painted that way. If I have to back up, like if I push up further and I have to back up, I'm going like this way. I can climb up here, jump over here, and I'm never having to paint my way except maybe painting the wall on the box. So neutral is kind of weird because you have the grate in the middle. But essentially what you'll have for neutral is you'll have 1 or 2 people here, and then here. They're just exchanging shots back and forth. Occasionally one's shooting out here, one's shooting over here. And then you'll have someone probably here as well. If it's a backline, you'll have someone here. And then you'll have... This is like a wide open area of like someone could be here, someone could not. It really doesn't matter that much. And then you kind of just fight and fight and fight and fight. Paint the ground until someone gets special. And depending on the special, depends on what you do next. If it's a bubble, what do you do with bubble? You just, I guess the best thing you could do with bubble is to go underneath the middle, and that is a terrible color. Gray does not go well on gray. You set up there, and then I think the bubble might be big enough to where it shields over the grates, maybe. At the very least, the top of it will do shielding on the grates. So you could either go on top or on bottom with the bubble. Up to you. In my opinion, bottom would be better because... Well, no, top would be better because then you could just walk across the top grates. Of course, getting there is the hardest part. But if you can walk across the top grate, or even just shoot across it without even worrying about your opponents shooting back at you, then you could literally go like right here, control this, take control of all that. No, not all this. Your opponents still have this area right here where they can kind of be underneath the grates there and kind of poke out, shoot at you, whatever, just like blah blah. So I guess, yeah, if you had like bubble or something like that, like maybe even vacuum, you could push this. And honestly, that's where you want to be, because the moment that you have this spot, let's say You're splatling, whatever. I'm gonna use a different color. Green, we'll go with green. You're splatling, and you're here. You have sight lines into this. You probably have sight lines about right there. Probably even further back, depending on what position you're at. You have sight lines like right there. Like, you have a pretty good eyesight of things you can shoot at. So that forces your enemies to play around these walls right here and kind of cower behind them. Which means all you got to do is just have like a dude right here chunking bombs on them, forcing them to back up or move into your range and die, essentially. That's a forward attack, a frontal attack, which the goal would be to take their truck on clans, because if you have a decent range guy on their truck, they can't really push you that easily. They can throw bombs, that's about it. But if you let them stay there long enough, they will build up specials, and then they can push back with whatever special they have. Or if they get a lucky bomb, they can blow you up. That's why you want to have someone going this way. Not for like a flank cheeky score, but so you can pressure from this side. Because if you're on the box here, you can essentially just pressure all that. So that means that of the two, like, safe, technically three, of the three safe areas that someone can be hiding from a frontal attack, the person on the box here can essentially eliminate one of them. Now, of course, they might have to move from the box onto this little platform, depending on range, or like if they don't have a good bomb or something like that. But just the pressure of eliminating this spot right here from a hiding spot is huge. I mean, if you use crab right here, as long as nobody comes from this useless area, then you're pretty much okay. And the angle you get with crab, I think you clear this little incline right there. If not, then it doesn't matter much because you're painting over them, and then eventually they'll turn from squid form to kid form and then get shot and die. But yeah, you want to essentially attack from these two angles at once. Or at least in some similar like timing. Because if you're pushing this by yourself, you're gonna get shot from all these different spots. Even up here, they can shoot you if you push close enough. So essentially having someone here to be able to take out that chunk, kind of like that chunk, and then someone right here to pressure even further into like that area. That leaves really like this as your main worry. Which, looking at that, that's one reef slider, or that's one ink strike, or something like that, some kind of special, or even bombs. You could use suction bombs, splat bombs. Burst bombs, sort of. Like, if you have a rapid, that is a good spot to, like, literally just walk onto the grate and just shoot in that direction. You can clump up people and get kills quite quickly. But it's all about the timing. Because if you have this guy on the flank going too early, everyone can just focus and kill him, and then he's dead. Whereas if you have the person over here go in too early or wait too long, then they can kill him or just start pressuring from different angles and with bombs. And then once you have the basket open and you start scoring, I'm assuming if you made it here and you're scoring, that's a terrible color to use, but you can still see it. If you made it there and you're still scoring, then your opponents are probably in this area. Maybe up there. I think if E-leader's up there, that can reach something. I'm sure. I'm positive. So, that means your new area to work with is all of this. Essentially, I'm not going to do the whole map. I'm just going to do mid. This is your area to work with. Now, this is when useless becomes useful, because your opponent is now literally frantically like, what do? I need to somehow attack. So they can go down here and then do the same thing you just did to them by taking this box and cutting off like all this. So by cutting off all that, that means that when they push in, I'm not going to use blue, that's the wrong color. I'll use orange. When your teammates push in, they can do this and look this way without ever having to worry about someone shooting them behind their back. They can cover all that territory without having someone shoot them at the back. And then also, if you just have someone like in this area up here, then you're pressuring it. So it's pretty simple to defend against that, as you can see. So what you're going to want to do is, if you're on the green team, for example, as opposed to red team here, you want someone here that can... That's a bad color. Why do I pick all the bad colors? You want someone here in this like little area that's able to like pressure all this so that someone can still be baited to take useless and maybe even drop. But if they take this route right here, they're gonna get attacked and maybe even killed, while also being able to watch this so that someone doesn't just like cheekily try to jump on you while you're checking this side over here. So that's your first spot you want to be. Your second spot you want someone to be is kind of in this area. The only reason I have it overlapping with the yellow is so you can watch this. No, here. You can watch this while yellow is watching this. So if you see your teammate kind of turn and watch the right side, then you're like, oh, well, there's a big like blind / weak spot in this area right here, this little window. So I'm going to make sure that I pressure it, or at least throw a bomb or shoot at it or something, so that someone doesn't just start shooting at my teammate and kill him. This is a very basic spot. A blaster, slosher, even a shooter would work decently there. Now, if you have a backline, it's kind of a weird situation, because in my opinion, this would be like the best spot. Because you're on the grate, you can quickly drop out if things go haywire, but also you're close enough to the basket, you can score. you can also shoot at the, like, you can shoot in here, all up here. And let's be real, no one's going over this way. No one thinks about that. Honestly, it would be a good spot for like an E leader. That's about it. So if there was an E leader, then maybe the backline would kind of be like, that's like your zone of influence or whatever. So then you can kind of like move over here, shoot up here if you need to. So let's just go with that. That way you can still refill ink pretty decently right here while still being able to be on grates and helping your team in the fight. Now, the only reason I have 3 spots is because you're going to need some dude sitting here scoring to be running around the map picking up clams like here. There's clams that spawn here, there, clams spawn there, clams spawn like right there, clams spawn here. That's just all I know off the top of my head. I think there's some that might spawn around that area. But like, you need someone running around picking up clams. And this is the fun part, because you could have one person do it, where like they pick up clams down here, and then they toss them up here, so then people score whenever they have the chance. Or they could literally pick up like 2 sets of clams. Let's say 2 sets of clams, run in, score, and as they're scoring, then this guy's like, oh shoot, I see clams over here, let me go pick these up. Oh shoot, there's some over here. 2 sets scoring that, and then like just the same thing with all of them, where you just kind of rotate in and out if you want. It's up to you. That's how Clams Blitz works, in my opinion, where you have someone always getting clams. Doesn't matter who it is, you just have someone. But yeah, that's how that map works. It's so weird. It's literally, if you don't have this area, these 2 areas, then you can't really push on Clam Blitz. It's possible. If you have this area, it's possible to push. It's going to be super difficult. You're going to use a lot of resources. If you just have this area, it's almost going to be impossible. Because there's just so many different like possibilities of getting shot at. You can get shot at from up here, shot at from over here, back here. Even if the person's ranged enough from over here, someone could literally just drop down here, walk behind you and kill you. Someone could come from useless and kill you. It's just, there's just way too many angles you can die from. But yeah, that is gonna be it. I don't think there's nothing I really had else in mind. I think I can do a brawl. Winter Loving Apprentice. Okay, nice. I'm gonna go through the shops, and then after that we'll just end stream. None of this stuff was interesting. Is that a pillow? That's so funny. Big Green Barricade. I like that name. I like that name. That's a decent... That's a decent shoe. The intensity action. I don't know when I'll ever need that though. Yeah. This shop day missed. Yeah, that's pretty trash. I'm gonna end up using a bunch of my sea snails though, because this hat is an amiibo, so I can't really get slots, or not slots. I can't really get star power on it any other way. $10? Jeez. Is it worth it? If I'm literally gonna be wearing the hat all the time, is it worth it? Because I'll have 7 sea snails left. And it takes 1 sea snail to upgrade to 3 slots. I don't have that many builds in mind, but I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save the 17 or the 10 until the next Splatfest, and then I'll do something for that. I don't know. But yeah, this is what the build or the gear is gonna kind of look like. I'm gonna change this out. Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope this was like interesting. It's definitely different than what I've done in the past. First time doing it, so there's probably a bunch to improve on. Definitely like gonna try this more. Hopefully, we'll see improvement and stuff. For a first try, and just a quick idea to use MS Paint, I think this was okay. I think it was okay. We'll see what it looks like in the future. If you did enjoy, and you're watching on YouTube, like the VODs channel or whatever, hit the like button. Maybe if there's something new that you learned, let me know. I'll see you guys later.